In the dim glow of her bedroom, Isabella lay sprawled across her rumpled bed, the colorful comforter twisted around her legs like forgotten secrets. It was well past midnight in her cozy Brooklyn apartment, the kind of hour when the city, outside, hummed with distant sirens and the occasional honk of a cab. Her phone screen cast a blue hue over her face, illuminating her furrowed brow as she scrolled endlessly through her feed. Boredom had her in its grip, but tonight, something felt off, like the air was thicker, charged with an unspoken warning. Then it happened. Her thumb halted mid-swipe, heart slamming against her ribs. There, buried in her direct messages from an unknown account, was a photo. Not just any photo. It was her from earlier that evening, sipping coffee at her favorite corner cafe. But she hadn't posted it. No one had tagged her. The caption beneath, "I've been watching you, Isabella. Not to scare you, but to find you again. Who the hell was this?" Her breath caught, fingers trembling as she zoomed in. The angle was from across the street through the window. Stalker, prank, or worse? She bolted upright, the lace trim of her white shorts riding up as she clutched the phone tighter. Her maroon tube top felt suddenly too exposing, like the walls had eyes. "This can't be real," she whispered to the empty room, her voice echoing off the golden curtains that swayed gently in the AC's breeze. But the message was time-stamped just minutes ago. Someone out there knew her name, her routine. Panic surged. But curiosity, that damn trait that always got her in trouble, won out. She typed back, "Who are you? How do you know me?" The reply came instantly, 3 dots dancing like a taunt. "Remember senior year, the bonfire on Coney Island? You wore that red dress, laughed at my terrible jokes. I never forgot your smile." Isabella's world tilted. Coney Island. That was 8 years ago, back in high school before she moved to the city for college. She racked her brain, faces blurred in her memory. But one stood out, Alex, tall, with messy dark hair and eyes that sparkled like the ocean under fireworks. They'd shared one magical night, a kiss under the stars. But then, nothing. He vanished after graduation. Rumors of family troubles pulling him away. Was this him? Her pulse raced as another message pinged. "I didn't mean to ghost you. Life got complicated, but seeing you today, I had to reach out." Attached was a selfie, older, more rugged but unmistakably Alex, standing on a Brooklyn bridge with the skyline behind him. He was here? In the city? The shock hit like a wave, suspense coiling in her gut. Why now? And how had he found her? Isabella's mind spun into overdrive. She paced the room, bare feet sinking into the plush rug, her long brown hair cascading over her shoulders. The pillows, blue, green, polka-dotted, mocked her with their cheerful disarray. She grabbed a robe from the chair, wrapping it around herself like armor, but it did little to quell the thrill mixed with fear. This could be a trap, she muttered, glancing at the locked door. True crime podcasts flooded her thoughts, women lured by charming strangers. But Alex wasn't a stranger, or was he? 8 years changed people. She dove back into her phone, searching his name on social media. His profile popped up, Alex Rivera, photographer based in NYC, posts of cityscapes, candid shots of strangers. Wait, one looked familiar. A woman with her back turned, hair like hers, at the same cafe. Subtle but intentional. Her stomach dropped. He's been following me? The realization was shocking, a suspenseful knot tightening. Yet beneath the alarm a spark ignited, the kind that made her cheeks flush. That night on the beach had been her first real crush, the one that set the bar for every failed date since. Another message. Meet me? Neutral ground. The park bench by the East River tomorrow at noon. No pressure. I just need to explain. Isabella stared at the screen, her nail painted deep blue, tapping rhythmically. Suspense hung in the air like fog. What if he was dangerous? What if he wasn't? The late-night scroll had unearthed a ghost from her past, and now it beckoned her forward. Sleep evaded her that night. She tossed and turned, visions of Alex's smile clashing with imagined horrors. By morning, resolve hardened. She dressed simply. Jeans, a fitted tee, sneakers for a quick escape if needed. The subway ride to the East River felt eternal, every jolt amplifying her nerves. What shocking truth awaited? Had he been pining all these years? Or was this some elaborate scheme? The park was alive with joggers and dog walkers, the river sparkling under the September sun. She spotted him immediately, sitting on the bench, a camera slung over his shoulder, looking as nervous as she felt. "Isabella," he said, standing as she approached, his voice deeper but familiar. Up close, he was even more handsome. Lines around his eyes speaking of lived experiences. "You scared the hell out of me last night," she blurted, keeping distance. "Watching me? Sending that photo? That's not romantic. That's creepy." His face fell, regret etching his features. "I know, I'm sorry. I saw you by chance a month ago at that cafe. Recognized you instantly. I chickened out approaching you then. Started following your posts. Not in a weird way, just to see if you were happy. Last night I got brave. Or stupid." Isabella crossed her arms, suspense lingering. "Why disappear after Coney Island?" "We had something, Alex, then poof, gone." He sighed, sitting back down, gesturing for her to join. She hesitated, then perched on the edge. "My dad got sick. Cancer. We moved to Jersey overnight for treatment. I was a mess, didn't want to drag you into it. By the time things stabilized, you'd gone to NYU. I figured you'd moved on." The revelation hit hard, shocking in its simplicity. No betrayal, just life. Her defenses cracked. "I thought you'd... It hurt. Ditched me. I never stopped thinking about you." He confessed, his hand brushing hers accidentally. Electricity shot through her. "Every photo I take, I see the world through eyes you opened that night." They talked for hours, the suspense dissolving into shared laughter and tears. He showed her his portfolio, images that captured emotion, vulnerability. One series was inspired by lost loves, and she saw echoes of herself in them. As the sun dipped lower, he leaned in. "Can we start over? Dinner tonight?" Her heart said yes before her mind caught up. "Only if you promise no more secret photos." He grinned. "Deal." That evening, over pasta at a little Italian spot in Williamsburg, the romance bloomed. Candlelight flickered across his face as he recounted adventures. Traveling for shoots, capturing weddings and heartbreaks. Isabella opened up about her job as a graphic designer. The string of bad dates, how she'd never found that spark again, until now. But suspense crept back when her phone buzzed midway through dessert. An unknown number. He's not who he says. "Check his ex." Isabella's blood ran cold. She excused herself to the bathroom, hands shaking as she searched his name plus ex. Posts emerged. An old girlfriend claiming he'd ghosted her too, accusations of lies. Back at the table, she confronted him. "Who's Sarah? She says you vanished on her like you did me." Alex's eyes widened in shock. "Sarah, that was years ago. We dated briefly. It ended mutually. She got bitter when I moved on. I can show you messages if you want." He pulled out his phone, scrolling to archived chats. Proof, amicable breakup, her escalating jealousy. Relief washed over Isabella, but the incident added a layer of intrigue. Who sent the text? A jealous ex meddling? As they left the restaurant, walking hand in hand through the bustling streets, Alex pulled her close. "I won't disappear this time, promise." Their first kiss under a street lamp was electric, suspense giving way to passion. Back at her apartment, the same bed where the mystery began now welcomed him. They talked until dawn, bodies entwined, secrets unraveling like the comforter around them. Days turned to weeks. The anonymous texts continued. Cryptic warnings, photos from afar. Suspense mounted. Isabella's heart raced with each ping. Alex suggested reporting it, but she suspected Sarah. One night, scrolling together, they traced the number to a burner app. "Let's confront her," Alex said, determination in his eyes. They met Sarah at a neutral coffee shop. She admitted it, jealousy after seeing Alex's posts about reconnecting. "I thought he'd hurt you like he did me," she said, tears flowing. But seeing them together, she backed off. Apology accepted, the mystery resolved. With the shadows lifted, their romance deepened. Weekend getaways to the Hamptons. Lazy mornings in bed with coffee and scrolls through shared memories. Isabella found inspiration in his photos, collaborating on projects,